Alrighty, you guys, welcome back to a brand new episode here on
The ankle.
Hey Ember.
Hello, honey.
Hello, foodie beauties.
So, good afternoon. I hope y'all are having a good one. Checking in again. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, like and subscribe, become a cha. For today's video, we're taking a look at Foodie's recent-ish, from yesterday, upload called Losing 200 Pounds, Restart and Weigh-In. Yeah, okay. She's working towards that six-pack she's always talking about. But yeah, I skimmed through, made sure it's not a mukbang, so thumbs up there, right guys? Thank God. But that does mean that we're gonna have to just sit here and listen to her talk, which is a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit better. So, yeah, eager to hear what her plans are and how she's going to make it happen. But we know it's not going to, right? Anyways, you guys, thank you so much once again, and let's just dive right on into this, shall we?
Hello, foodie beauties.
If you are tired, rest, don't quit. Banksy, what an interesting person to quote. Okay.
Stop fucking eating eggs immediately. It's the reason why you have high cholesterol.
Oatmeal, you think this is the best breakfast ever. This is not the breakfast of champions. Oats are full of phytic acid.
Throw the white
Girl, what are you doing?
bread away. If it's white, put it out of sight.
Okay, that's cherry picking, alright?
I know this is going to piss some people off, but fruit is not healthy.
Girl, you're going to use that to validate yourself, aren't you?
November 4th.
I don't know if I buy it. Girl, can you lean forward a bit or suck it in a little? I want to see. There you go. Oh. Good job, Foodie. Good lord, dude. She even has trouble just plugging something in. The heavy breathing before we even start. Okay. You could have turned your sound down, dude, and just had the music. We don't need the heavy breathing. Oh my god. She starts the fan before anything else. Good Christ, girl. Oh my lord. $22 calories. Oh, you hit it the second.
Hi, guys.
Damn, girl. Damn. I'm trying not to, like, make fun of it because that's sad. That's sad that a 40-year-old woman who, other than her weight, would be in pretty decent health can't walk for 10 minutes without, you know, nearly keeling out right at the very end.
I have some water.
Is that the salt water, you weirdo?
Ice cold.
Low sodium. Weird.
Just a bit sweaty.
A bit? Just a bit?
So, I have an impromptu weigh-in. It's not weigh-in Wednesday, but I'll weigh in now, and then I'll weigh in, go back to next weighing in every Wednesday.
Girl, I think you need to let yourself cool down for a minute. Your brain is overheating.
Because, you know, I want to know how much weight I am before I start back on track, which today I
thought you'd been on track.
am going to do my best to be back on track. I've been off track for a bit.
But she was saying that she had been on track. Okay, Foodie. Okay.
So yeah, basically, if you're new, I started this new lifestyle journey basically around on the 29th of September. And for the past maybe a week, a little more, I've been off track. My starting weight for this journey was, I'm not exactly sure of the exact amount because I'm not sure if the scale I weighed myself on was accurate enough, but I'm going by the highest weight that I can remember being
Jeez.
in Kuwait, which was 166 kg. And when I did weigh myself in Thailand, I was like 165 or something like that. So it's very believable for me that I would be around that weight as the heaviest. And the lowest I've been on this journey, even though it hasn't been that long, was 150.
So she pushed back up to her heaviest just with that Thailand trip? Christ.
1.5. So as you saw from the beginning, my weigh-in was 155 kg, which is up. If I'm not mistaken, I'll put the previous week's weigh-in, and the last week was a plateau. Hasn't been a full week, but I've just been like slipping. So I gotta catch myself now.
Okay. I'll hear you out on that. I know it's not going to lead to change, but I mean, if she can get the right mentality, then eventually it'll click, right?
Before it slips too far, and I go right back up to that 166 because it doesn't take very long. You know, it might take like, I don't know, less than a month, depending.
Girl, I would say it would take you about a week because you don't do anything. Like, even if you just have one meal a day, if you do absolutely nothing, that one meal, it's going to stick to you.
So, I'm planning on just making healthy meals today, staying within the calories, tracking in MyFitnessPal. So I'll just show you what I have to eat after this for my first meal. And I just want to start to feel better. As you can see, I can only do really 10 minutes before, again, my back starts hurting. And before I was falling off, I was able to do like 20 minutes, you know.
When was that?
Pretty easily. It was getting there. It's very easy for me
It was getting there.
to put on weight because I do eat a lot of sodium and that retains a lot of water.
So why? Why do you do it?
Water weight, which is also why I lose a good chunk at the beginning. Probably a lot of it is just water weight, which you'd be surprised how much that weighs, you know, when you're eating a lot of salt. Yeah, so I know my starting weight now. Like I said, I'll weigh myself next week. I'm not going to dwell too much on this. I'm just going to catch myself and keep going. You know, I know.
Okay, we'll see.
That it's frustrating, like when I fall off track for my viewers and stuff like that. But I just want you to know that this might happen again. Like, it can happen. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not, you know, something that has no ups and downs. It's a journey. It's not like a race to the finish.
Okay, but I mean, girl, you're racing to a finish line. It's just not the one I think you think it is.
And it takes a long time, you know.
Not always.
So, I do want to remind my audience of what method of attack I'm going for. And
Slow and steady.
there's a lot of,
Well, slow and unsteady, really.
different ways to achieve your goals. Some people, you know, take Mounjaro, Ozempic.
I mean, girl, why aren't you? Like, for real. Especially Ozempic. It's meant for diabetic people. So you could literally be killing two birds with one stone.
Some people have the surgery, some people, there's not like a one size fits all. And I just really want to emphasize that.
Okay, but you haven't even tried. That's the thing. You haven't tried anything. So, legitimately tried, stuck with it, and whatnot. That's what I mean.
For me in my situation, because I have an eating disorder, a disordered relationship with food, if you will.
That's exactly what an eating disorder is, you dink. Oh my god.
I think it's very important to slowly repair that. And
go to therapy.
When I say slowly, I mean like what I think has been working, even though I fell off track. That can happen with any method of,
okay, but go to therapy.
You know, weight loss or lifestyle change that you're trying to achieve. Again, there's not going to be all happy.
All right, so here we are. All right, she should have cut it after like 4 or 5 minutes, and I probably would have agreed with her. Now I'm not. Now this is all just BS, making excuses.
And success every single day. But I think keeping consistent with it, even if you fall off track, is the key, and how long you fall off track. So I'm trying to catch myself today before I gain any more weight. And I'm still 11 kgs down from my highest. So I just keep thinking of that to be on the positive side. But that being said, I know people, you know, scoff or shake their head when they see my grocery hauls. And
well, yeah. See, I know I got a lot of comments on the last one saying that these pre-portioned snacks are actually really good. Yes, you're correct. For someone that can control themselves, these are great. But the issue is she can't control herself. She's going to eat 3 or 4 packs of them, if not the entire box. And then at that point, dude, like, what's it matter if they're pre-portioned out to 100-something calories?
You know, think, oh my gosh, you have so much junk food. And I'm trying to not label food as bad.
Oh, but I thought some of that was for Salah. No, not anymore? Okay.
Trying to just eat less. I'm trying to still enjoy foods that I like instead of being afraid of them, that I won't be able to control myself around them, but just eat less of them. You know, balance is the key to life.
But how is that going to work well when you admit you have an eating disorder? And you haven't done anything to really work on that eating disorder. So, yeah.
Trying to do more like an 80-20%, so 80% healthy, 20% junk throughout the day.
Throughout the day? Girl, I thought you were talking like weekly. Oh, Christ, Foodie. Throughout the day, you don't need it that much.
And healthy looks different to everybody. A lot of people hate on a baked potato, you know, because they think it's a bad carb. All carbs are bad.
Yeah, I would say a baked potato is probably better than like French fries when it comes to carbs. Or even mashed potatoes. At least, like, you know, you're probably getting some fiber.
I think that, and a lot of other people don't think that. It just depends on your mindset, your opinion. And
well, if you could have a dinner that's just a baked potato, girl, then go for it. Honestly, one of my best friends in school growing up, like every single night for years, she would just have a potato that she would heat up in the microwave with some ranch. God bless her.
Everyone's entitled.
It's actually a prime frickin' snack when you really want something.
To it, but this is my journey, and this is how I'm choosing to tackle it right now. And I think it's the most realistic. I've done a lot of different diets, you know.
Okay, so why don't you try therapy? Therapy, because I'm not going to say it's impossible, but when you have a diagnosed eating disorder, I would say that therapy is really the only way. You know, it's freaking hard to just do that shit on your own. And there's a mental toll that goes along with it.
Done. I think I've even done a potato diet. I've done,
Because, like, I don't know. We got a lot of new people here lately. I used to be close to 300 pounds. So I switched my mentality with food around the end of high school, more so later on into college. Was it necessarily the healthiest way? No. But neither was being 300 pounds. So,
all fruit, fat water fasting, just, elimination diets. And I've just gone from
go to therapy.
one extreme to another, and that's just not it. I've never been successful at that.
So go to therapy. Oh my God.
So I think that this is, in long term, what's probably going to work for me, because realistically,
it's not.
Sure, we have to eat to live and not live to eat, but realistically, we have to enjoy food, especially.
Not really. You don't need to get that super high dopamine kick out of every single bite you have.
In today's day and age, in any culture, food is celebrated. We use food to celebrate things. Weddings, there's food. Birthdays, there's food. Christmas, it's about the food. And
not on that last one, no, Foodie. You're kind of showing your ass there, aren't you?
We have to take back that control in our life that we've lost.
Don't say we. Do not say we. Don't clump any of us into your BS.
Because if you rely on other sources to have that control for you, you're never fully grasping, taking it by the balls.
So, you're talking real low, Shady. So is this in response to your whole thing of, well, Salah is just going to take control of it all for me? Yeah, that didn't work out so well, did it, girl?
And dealing with it,
By it, grabbing it by the balls, do you mean Salah? Because honestly, yeah, that boy needs some freaking work.
I know people think that I'm like adverse to getting any kind of help. I've had a long journey. I've had a
go to therapy.
Long journey since being 15, in and out of mental hospitals.
Okay, but they weren't addressing your eating issues there, girl. They were addressing the fact that you were trying to yourself, which I'm not making fun of that, but like, it's very different. You're not going to be focusing on ED if you're there for, self-violent tendencies.
I've been to an eating disorder program.
What? The one that you went to for like 2 appointments?
I've been on Vyvanse, I've been on Ozempic, I've been, but nothing.
When? I'm not talking about when for the Vyvanse. That could have been forever ago. She's always kind of been a methy. But Ozempic, when?
Really, I've been to therapy a few times.
A few.
And nothing ever really worked for me.
Because you won't let it work. Oh my God. I'm getting tired of having to reiterate it.
So, I'm just really trying to be realistic. So when you see me...
Well, being realistic would be admitting that you've tried doing it on your own for so long and it hasn't worked out, so why would this be any different? I mean, I understand, like, the enthusiasm and the optimism here, but come on, girl. Let's be realistic.
Buy those little bags of Doritos. Yeah, maybe the thumbnail is a bit trolling, but in all sincerity, I'm not trolling with the reality of what I'm trying to do, and that is just basically eat less of everything. And,
okay.
my Egyptian food mukbang, that was a single meal, had a lot of rice. I ate half of it, I wasn't on...
Girl, You looked near death in those last couple of videos, alright?
Track then. If I was on track, I would just portion the rice with an actual cup, measure a couple cups, maybe 2 cups.
2 cups of rice? Foodie, there's your issue.
As an example. So I'm not, by doing that, by not telling myself, you can't have this food ever. It's bad. You know, you can't control yourself with it. It puts me in such a negative headspace, and it creates a lot of that food noise in my head constantly. Like, oh my gosh, you had a...
She needs to, not to quote Amber Lynn here, but she needs to learn to live with the discomfort.
You know, like I can't live that way. You know.
Well, Foodie, you can't live like this either, so pick one.
So I think that that's just what I need to keep trying to do. So it's going to be an attempt at a natural weight loss, at resetting my system and my brain to not be so hyper-focused on eating so much food. I can still have, you know, pizza, pasta, but I want to try to add more vegetables and stuff like that. Like,
how about you cut down the portions too?
And eat less of it. Just eat less of it. That's all I want to do.
Okay.
Is just eat less, because, you know, people say, well, why don't you eat like Salah? He eats whatever he wants, but he doesn't eat too much of it.
Okay. Once again, I feel like we're running in circles.
So I'm trying to be a normie. A normie is somebody who doesn't have any of those issues with food. It just basically eats, doesn't think about food after.
Okay, how's that not going to an extreme when you're so extremely far off from the normal?
You know, they think about food when their hunger hormone, the ghrelin, tells them to eat, and then after, when it says halas, like stop.
Thank you. I assumed that's what that meant.
They're full, they don't think about food until the next time they're hungry, and that's my goal. That's my goal. Maybe I'll never be there, because
you're not going to, because you're going to allow yourself to cave into that food noise every time. Even if it's a smaller amount, you're still caving into it, and that's still going to teach your brain that as soon as it happens, you're going to go and relieve that hunger noise, whatever. You gotta kind of just learn to shut it up.
My brain being just different, but I really believe that some people do also have a genetic predisposition.
Yeah, are you saying you have trash genes?
Others don't, you know. If you have people in your family who are overweight, it's probably in there somewhere. So it's a battle. It's going to be a long battle, and I don't want to go offline and just, you know, lose weight and come back all skinny and whatever, you know.
You can't afford to.
That's not my goal. My goal is just repairing my relationship with food, and as a side effect of that, eating less, being more moderate in my life.
See, she wants to be like Nick Ocado, but the issue is that Nick Ocado never really had an issue with food the way that Foodie does, you know?
The weight will just come off naturally, even if it's at a slower pace. It's not a race, it's not a competition. It's just, you know, a huge lifestyle change. So,
okay.
But even, you know, what I was doing before, I was starting to feel so good. My stamina was going up. My sciatica was gone. My sciatica pain is coming back because I'm sedentary again.
Well, yeah.
I haven't been using the treadmill.
Why are you saying it to us? Like, oh.
And it comes back. So it's a sign.
Well, you're also gaining, which will pinch that nerve more.
Definitely. I don't know what more I need to, you know, wake up and realize, like, I need to move. The body's meant to move. So I was only able to do like 10 minutes, but I'm going to do 10 minutes, another 10 minutes a bit later after
Girl, yeah, okay, you should be doing it at least like 3 times a day.
breakfast. So I'll do another 10 minutes in a bit. And yeah, so. All right. So for breakfast, I'm having a cup of low-fat milk, a coffee with a sweetener in it, and a little bit of low-fat milk.
Ew.
And I am eating a whole guava fruit. I love them so much. A cheese triangle, 2 multigrain toasts with each a teaspoon of butter, and 2 hard-boiled eggs. And I find this breakfast to be very satisfying and
Okay, I would have done soft-boiled eggs, but that's just me.
filling, and will carry me through until a morning snack or
Morning snack, dog.
my lunch.
Oh, we don't get to hear the symphony of breaths. Damn, girl. I don't know why. She's kind of got a Joshua Block kind of stare about her, right? There's just something about the eyes. Like, they both lack the will. Maybe it's just the wobbliness.
Anyways, guys, I guess that's it for this video.
Wow. Then why is there 2 more minutes? What the hell?
I'm back on track and moving on. And it's hard every time you fall off and you get back on because you feel like you're starting, you know, from the beginning. But it's not the beginning because I'm not back up to my highest weight. So I
Yet.
gotta keep telling myself that to stay motivated and happy. I know how to trick my own brain. It's insane, but
Do you though? Do you? Because you cave in every time.
yeah, I have to just do that and keep going because
I will say, this is a relatively fast turnaround, you know, for her on track, off track, back on track. Usually it's months. So she is kind of being a little proactive, I guess, but let's see how long it lasts.
there's a part of me that has this, you know, fiery Aries spirit.
Oh, yeah. I forget she's an Aries. It makes so much sense. I'm sorry. I'm sure there's a lot of Aries that watch, but oh, interesting.
Of wanting adventure and travel. I want to experience the things I've never been able to do.
I would say it's more your fiery temper and viperous tongue, but okay.
Being so obese, but there's that other part of me that's just not physically able to do it because of my health, because of my weight, and because of, you know, my limitations. And I would really, really like to overcome that. So,
Foodie, the thing is, I think even if you were to lose the weight, you would still have a lot of those mental blocks that you have now that kept you from going out and doing stuff. You need to work on actually addressing your anxiety, your depression, the real issues that you have that aren't connected to your weight. Because trust me, girl, those issues either are still going to be there if you lose the weight, or they're going to get worse. All I'm saying.
yeah. All right, guys. I think that's it for now. Yeah. Thank you for listening to me. They're doing some kind of work out there. I don't know. So it's loud, but thank you for listening to me. I really appreciate it. And thank you for those of you who are following me, believe in me.
Yeah.
And you know, this doesn't mean that I'm going to like stop completely doing mukbangs. Like I do.
Oh, of course.
Want to do.
Gotta make that money.
Cooking videos. Finally, I want to at least do one. You know, I keep promising you guys, but like I just
She can't stand for that long.
I don't know how to explain how I just feel like I can't do things on certain days when I'm just so down, you know?
And you don't think you should address that with a professional? Okay. To be fair, she says most of the therapy over there is religion oriented, and I don't think she really fully, is buying into it all. She's just doing it because she has to. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see her getting the help that she needs while in Kuwait.
Motivated.
Maybe we'll get a Canada bee soon.
And inshallah, this time I'll stay on for a longer period of time.
Yeah, let's see.
So,
although we can't really trust you because you've been saying you were on track and now, oh no, I was really off track for quite a while.
anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the future. Bye.
Alrighty, y'all. Well, that was something, wasn't it? I knew I couldn't actually give her the credit of it. She had me a little bit in the beginning, and no, totally lost me before even the halfway mark. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for tuning on in. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like and subscribe, become a cha. Check out the merch store. Check out the second channel. Link is in the description. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care.